Well, I think first and foremost, you talk about Black History Month, you're talking about knowledge. And then especially like knowledge of like your history and your past, you can't have a situation where you condense it into 1 month. I think you got to make sure that you like use this to inspire yourself to learn a little bit more about African American history in that 1 month, but don't let it just be that 1 month. Like, carry it out and continue to learn more about your background, more about your history. Breaking through the barriers is just getting an opportunity to become a head coach. I just think that now it's accepted. You can look at what's going on in the SEC. I believe there's 7, African American coaches in the SEC itself. So like me being African American, being a head coach here I don't think it like newsworthy almost anymore. I just think it's something that's being accepted, and that's when you got true balance going on and like people accepting of what's going on. As far as like the transition for me, it hasn't been hard at all because I think this is something that's really accepting. I know that Mississippi has this like background and history of like racial strife, but I think most people realize it's a lot different now. Well, I think the unique thing about the Loyola game back in 1963, Mississippi State like breaking those racial barriers to go out and play a game of basketball and like define what the state wanted and go and play that game. And me being here, it's unfortunate. I didn't know anything about that game until I started getting involved in Mississippi State University, and to find out that we played a big part. And like, I think the Sporting News had a ranking of the most important moments in college basketball, NCAA history, and like that game of change was the #1 moment, in that history. So just being a part of that, getting a chance to be around some people like that took a risk, really, when it's all said and done, to go out and play that game just means a lot. But I think the most positive thing about that is like our kids and our team got a chance to learn about like that game of change. They knew nothing about it. So it was really like a teaching moment for us. And you don't get a chance to do that a lot in college basketball because you're so worried about X's and O's and getting ready for the next opponent. So next time, anytime you can have an opportunity to teach about something outside the game of basketball, I think you got to take opportunity to do that. And that's what the game of change allowed us to do.